Hi, my name is Julie Honohan, and I am a stylist and the owner here at Magnolias Salon in Winter Park. We are going to be showing today the Justin Bieber bob haircut on Cullen, who is a 10-year-old boy. Say hi.
Hi.
He's going to allow us to demonstrate this haircut for you today. Cullen has a little bit of wavier, thicker hair than Justin Bieber has, so the difference is it's going to be shown on wavy hair. It can be done on finer, straighter hair, just has a different look to it. We're also going to do it a little bit shorter because it's a little more practical for most average 10-year-old boys. That his hair is a little bit in your face, you can leave it longer, but the technique is the same. So first we're going to brush all the hair forward. And each haircut would be different based clearly on the hair type and which direction they want the hair to fall. His hair, we're going to go off to the right. So it's a very textured, layered haircut, and the key is to keep it from looking like a bob that you would see in a female. So the way we do that, is we'll start with the front area. We're going to use a razor and just slice and push the hair. The haircut goes off into a side sweep. So the way we're going to cut it is to start getting the hair to that naturally. Okay, so in this haircut, the trick to this haircut is to make it fall into place naturally and not have to do a lot of work to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to razor cut his hair, and we're going to razor cut it all off to the right hand side. And then we're going to go around the perimeter of the haircut and kind of make it into a bob shape, but keep it real layered and textured so when he shakes his head, it'll just fall into place. Because his hair is already close to the length we want it, I'm just going to go through and take out the edges. And when you're doing this haircut, you really want to make sure that you don't take their front too short, especially if they have wavy hair. You have to take into consideration that his hair is going to shrink up when we dry it. So we want to make sure that it stays long enough. The great thing about that haircut is a lot of times with these short, longer, shaggy hairstyles, we don't know what to do. Our kids don't know what to do with the sides of it. And on his, the sides are longer, and they're blended really nicely in with the front of the hair. So we're just going to angle it all the way down and blend the sides right into the front area. And with Cullen, his hair is very, very thick. So even though I'm not taking a lot of length off, we're taking a lot of the bulk out of his hair so that it has that real airy look to it. And with wavy hair, it's really important that as you're cutting, that you continue to move your hands through their hair in the direction it's going to move throughout the day. If you pull or hold tension on their hair while you're cutting it, you're going to lose, it's going to create a shape that's not going to fall naturally. So with his hair, as we're cutting it, we're going to just really kind of mess with it and move it around as we're cutting it. Okay, for the back of this haircut, again, the whole haircut comes in an oval shape all the way to the front. So what we're going to do is create a starting point in the back. And again, we're not removing length from him right now because he's growing, we needed a tad bit longer. We are simply going to make the shorter layers in the back. And we want everything to push forward so we can kind of have that sweeped front. So And that's how we're gonna razor it out all the way around. And using a razor helps to create a softer edge so that it has a trendier look and it doesn't end up looking like a bowl cut, which can happen really easily. And that is basically what we're gonna do, going around both sides, all the way around. And if you had a finer texture hair, you could use scissors to give a little bit of a blunter line if you needed that. And really that's about it. We're just gonna go all the way around and just keep taking bulk out until we see it naturally fall around and sweep forward. So now that we're done cutting, we got his hair dry, and I put a little bit of Power Tame in his hair, which is a straightening product from Redkin. It's number 16, so it has a nice strong hold. It'll last throughout the day. A lot of boys don't like to have product in their hair, but with these soft, kind of messy styles, you really need them to hold them throughout the day. This is Moroccan Oil Light. It's a new product from Moroccan Oil that is wonderful. You just put a little tiny dab on your hands, and I'm just gonna rub it through his hair, and it takes a little bit of the frizz away and softens the look out completely. It adds some shine into his hair. Any type of shine or oil product will do if you don't have Moroccan oil. Just something that you can make that piecey look. Okay, and then once you're done with that, that's when you can go through and finish off your haircut with if you need any texturizing. Because you can see once their hair is dry where it needs to have a little bit of the bulk taken out. So we're just gonna kind of texturize a little bit more. So you can see from an old haircut he had that it was a little more blunt on the side. So instead of taking length out, I'm just going in and doing some really deep point cutting. And what that does is it just lays this down flat and takes some of the bulk out without taking any of your length off, which is usually one of the biggest concerns of most of the boys coming in, is losing the length around their face. So texturizing it with point cutting is a great way to get the look you're trying to achieve without taking the length off their face. Let me see. And there we go. Justin Bieber Bob.